What a week of winter weather. Sonia Goins explains why it's one of the worst seasons in years for ice dams.
They're starting to get bad, yep.
Drive down any neighborhood in Robbinsdale and you're likely to find icicles dangling off the roofs of homes. Our recent roller coaster weather is to blame.
Got cold, warm, cold, and now it's really warm.
Greg Platzer is the owner of Totally Guaranteed Painting Company.
You got to pump all the antifreeze out of there.
Besides painting, he also removes ice dams and says business has really picked up the last few days.
I got 5 ice dams to go look at this afternoon.
Ice dams form when warm air escapes from the attic, melting the snow and ice, allowing it to refreeze and potentially cause water damage inside your home.
Steam comes out of it like water. You just cut it like butter.
The small business owner is using a special steamer to break up the ice along the edge of the roof of this Robbinsdale home.
You kind of make a channel so you've got your water somewhere to go.
Ice dams can also cause shingles to pop off, causing water to leak through the ceiling or wall.
Yep, it causes problems. It could get inside of your house. It follows your tape seams down in your ceilings. It gets in your attic. Water gets in your insulation.
There are a few things you can do to avoid dealing with ice dams. Add insulation to the attic to improve ventilation, or rake the snow off the roof, or better yet, call in a professional.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
In Robbinsdale, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
And if you're thinking this looks expensive, it is. Companies can charge $350 an hour and up to steam a roof. Then the job can take anywhere from 4 to 6 hours to complete, depending upon the size of your roof. The snow and ice has also wreaked havoc on people's ability to get around, but that's especially true for people with mobility issues and those who rely on public transportation. Delane Cleveland filed this story.
Shannon, Metro Transit has more than 10,000 bus stops scattered throughout the Twin Cities. With all that snow that we had last week, they're having a hard time keeping all of those stops clear. On any given day, thousands of people use public transportation to get around town. But if you're in a wheelchair, the simple task of getting to the bus stop after a major snowfall can be a challenge.
Pretty hard over the wintertime.
Metro Transit crews have been working since last week to remove snow from high priority areas. That includes places that have the highest usage, as well as locations frequented by people with limited mobility.
There's just no way you can get to all of them, immediately.
Metro Transit spokesperson Laura Bainan says that with more than a foot of snow in some spots, it's not easy work.
Well, the crews are getting a little burned out. They're going to start out again at midnight and go out and tackle some spots. Hopefully there'll be less traffic for them to contend with and to work around, and they can get a lot done.
As difficult a task as it may be, Greg says Metro Transit does a decent job of snow removal.
They've done pretty well.
But with so many stops and a finite amount of resources, Metro Transit wants to remind people that clearing bus stops and surrounding sidewalks is a shared responsibility involving cities, homeowners, and business owners.
In a snowfall like we had last week, everyone needs to pitch in.
In Robbinsdale, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
A prominent site for redevelopment in Golden Valley now looks much different. Demolition work has started at a vacant office building north of Highway 55 and east of Golden Valley Country Club. The site used to be offices for Optum Health. The Golden Valley City Council voted in 2021 to allow redevelopment for a future light industrial business center. Plans call for 2 buildings totaling nearly 400,000 square feet, larger than the previous facility. The developer behind this project, St. Louis Park-based United Properties, says demand for office space continues to trend downward, but demand for industrial uses has gone up. Local cities finished off their swearing-in ceremonies for new and returning council members this week. In New Hope, the returning city council members also took the oath of office. Council member Jonathan London was sworn in for his 3rd term, and council member John Elder is back for his 4th full term. Following the swearing-in and public comment, Mayor Kathy Hemken read a statement from the city regarding the recent headlines over the city revoking 2 rental licenses of group homes in the city. We've got the full statement on our website, ccxmedia.org. In Osseo, there wasn't too much change on the council dais. Mayor Dwayne Poppy is back for another term, as well as Juliana Holstrom and Mark Schultz. Schultz previously served 3 terms on the council, but stepped away for the last 2 years. The The Osseo City Council has also unanimously approved a tobacco license for a new retail store that has plans to sell THC in the future. The new store, Great Vape, will be located in the First Avenue Commons building in Osseo. The store's manager and owner, Josh Heron, has indicated his intention will be to specialize in THC products if and when the THC sales moratorium that is currently in place in that city is lifted. Great Vape would still have to apply for a license to sell THC if the moratorium is lifted. Although council members unanimously approved the store's tobacco license, Councilmember Mark Schultz said he would like to see some upgrades to the application process in the future.
Since we haven't had a new application for a tobacco license, to my knowledge, in over 10 years, this is an opportunity for us to look at it and potentially in the future revise this to be more comprehensive if that's the direction the council wishes to go.
Council members voiced support for making changes to the application process as the THC moratorium is evaluated. And finally, we will leave you today with some really cool video captured by the city of Maple Grove. The Park and Recreation team posted this drone shot of the Maple Grove ice skating loop in Central Park, which has been very popular lately. The loop is free to all, but skate rentals and skate sharpening are both available for $7.50. You can find more information on this on the City of Maple Grove's website.
The Northwest suburbs continue to produce some great girls basketball talent. In this week's CCX Sports Spotlight, Jay Wilcox profiles an Armstrong senior who is set to play Division I college ball next season.
If it seems like Savannah McGowan's been a part of the Armstrong girls basketball team for a long time, it's because she has been.
Ball stripped away and put back up and in by McGowan.
Now a senior, McGowan made her varsity debut as a 7th grader, meaning it's her 6th season.
My game has changed a lot. I've also gotten stronger and I've grown a little bit, so that obviously it helps. Like looking back at even sometimes I'll watch film from when I was in 9th grade and I'm like, why did I do that? Like why would I can't believe I put up that shot. But looking at me now, there's still a lot of things I need to work on, but I think my growth has just been tremendous throughout.
At 6'3", McGowan does much of her damage in the paint.
She is the true 5.
She helps to prove there is definitely still room for post players in the sport. Here's McGowan getting a touch inside, turns and scores.
A lot of teams shy away from post now, which is kind of sad because posts bring in so much that I think guards can't always do.
She loves scoring around the paint area with her back to the basket.
And I like to kind of show that posts, we can still be in this game, we can still do things. Whatever you need us to do, we can do it. We just have a different style of playing.
Her talent, hard work, and longevity helped Savannah reach a big milestone earlier this season.
I'm extremely proud of myself. It's kind of crazy.
She's believed to be the first Armstrong girl to record 1,000 career points and 1,000 career rebounds.
I was kind of shocked because I thought, well, wow, I don't know, I kind of thought other people would have been there before me to do that. And so when he told me, I immediately knew that was going to be my #1 goal. And you can even ask some of my teachers, even my chemistry teacher knew that was my #1 goal. 1,000 rebounds, 1,000 points.
For at least the past few seasons, most opposing coaches game plan to try to limit McGowan's touches inside.
Often, I get double teamed and triple teamed in games.
Her coaches and teammates have helped Savannah to combat that strategy.
One thing that we worked on is really being able to move the ball, but the girls got to know that they can't be afraid to score and shoot it too. I'll try to get that offensive rebound. I can still be the option, but when they learn that they can knock down a shot and they can create things to help me get open, then we'll be unstoppable.
McGowan will continue her basketball career next season. She plans to study education and play basketball at Illinois State.
I love the coaches at Illinois State. I love the campus and it's perfect for my major education, but overall, the coaches and the atmosphere of the team, seeing how close they were, that was something that was really important to me. And Illinois State always checked in on me. And they just did a great job of explaining what my future could be.
Armstrong fans will remember the spin moves inside and the soft touch on jumpers from Savannah McGowan. For those inside the program, her personality, leadership, and mentoring of teammates may be even more important.
Her personality is great. She's always having fun, goofing off. You know, at times we get hard on each other, but we know it's all tough love. You know, we're going to be friends on and off the court. So just getting on each other about stuff that we need to, and it's good.
Savannah's a fabulous leader, great teammate, constantly getting information from coaches how great she is, as well as officials and teachers. So she's just a great leader, vibrant personality, and just someone fun to be around.
One of the things about being a senior and being on this team for so long is it's important to make a connection with those younger girls because they are going to be the future. And I just know that if I can keep the connection with them, like they'll enjoy the game more and they'll want to be here even more. I love this game and I love this school, and I want others to enjoy it as much as I do.
The Falcons split 2 games this past week, beating Tutino Grace but losing to Osseo. They have 3 road games in the week ahead, facing Shakopee, Spring Lake Park, and Park Center. McGowan is averaging 17.4 points per game. That's all for sports. More news after this.